The world of celebrities has always felt like a fascinating universe of dreams, achievements, and larger-than-life stories, where every glimpse into their lives feels like a peek behind the curtain of a magical show. And one of the most recent heartwarming moments came when Blake Lively revealed a rare look inside her breathtaking £6 million Ridge retreat, a place that reflects both her elegance and her down-to-earth charm. The home nestled in the serene countryside feels like a mix of luxury and warmth, a reflection of how Blake has always balanced glamour with authenticity. She has been adored since her days on Gossip Girl, where she captured the essence of Serena van der Woodsen. But beyond television and film, she has become a fashion icon, walking red carpets in gowns that tell stories of confidence, creativity, and individuality. And her journey shows how a celebrity can gracefully evolve from a teen drama star into a respected actress, entrepreneur, and mother admired worldwide. And while fans were mesmerized by the cozy corners and sunlit spaces of her home, another headline brought a different kind of energy. As Justin Baldoni, known for his role in Jane the Virgin and his work as a filmmaker, found himself navigating legal drama. A reminder that even the most inspiring figures face challenges. Yet what sets Justin apart is his ability to embrace vulnerability and turn struggles into moments of reflection. He has long advocated for men to open up about their feelings and for society to embrace compassion and resilience. And even as the legal story unfolds, his calm presence and determination remind fans that challenges do not define us, but how we rise above them. Does this mix of serene glimpses into private retreats and public battles in court highlights the duality of fame and sets the stage for a larger journey through the world of celebrities, because every name we know, from Hollywood to Bollywood, from music stages to sports arenas, carries a unique story of beginnings, struggles, victories, and lessons that inspire millions around the globe. Take, for example, Taylor Swift, who has become one of the most influential music icons of our time. Her career began with a young girl holding a guitar in Nashville, writing songs that spoke about teenage emotions and small-town dreams, and that raw authenticity carried her into stadiums filled with thousands of fans singing along to every word. Her ability to reinvent herself from country to pop to indie while always staying true to her storytelling has earned her not only awards and records, but a community of fans who feel she speaks directly to them. She has also been fearless in standing up for her rights, whether in her battle to reclaim her masters or her advocacy for artists in the streaming era, showing that being a celebrity is not just about fame, but also about using influence to create change. And when she steps onto a stage in a glittering outfit designed with meticulous detail, it becomes more than fashion. It becomes a symbol of empowerment. Just as Rihanna transformed her career from a young singer from Barbados to a global superstar and entrepreneur, redefining what it means to be multifaceted, she conquered the charts with hit after hit, her voice becoming a soundtrack to millions of lives. And then she shifted gears, building Fenty Beauty and Savage X Fenty into empires that changed the beauty and fashion industries forever by emphasizing inclusivity, diversity, and representation. Rihanna reminded the world that success is not limited to one lane, and that using your platform to challenge norms is perhaps the greatest achievement of all. And while she dazzled in music videos and runway shows, her charity work, her advocacy for education, and her philanthropic spirit proved that her heart was as powerful as her voice. Similarly, we see Zendaya rising as one of the most beloved stars of her generation, from Disney beginnings to becoming an Emmy Award-winning actress and fashion muse. Her journey embodies grace and evolution. She has embraced roles that challenge her creatively, from the intensity of Euphoria to the charm of Spider-Man, and she has become a voice for self-confidence and individuality. Her red carpet choices often spark conversations not only about fashion, but about breaking stereotypes and setting new standards of beauty. And her fan interactions reveal humility and kindness, qualities that make her more than just a star, but a role model. And across the globe, stars like Shah Rukh Khan, the king of Bollywood, demonstrate how charisma and hard work can create a career that transcends borders. His journey from humble beginnings in Delhi to becoming one of the biggest movie stars in the world reflects resilience, determination, and an unbreakable bond with fans who see him not just as an actor, but as a symbol of hope. His ability to balance blockbuster entertainment with heartfelt performances, his philanthropic work, and his commitment to his family all make his story a beacon for aspiring dreamers everywhere. And as we look at these different paths, it becomes clear that celebrities are not just entertainers, but storytellers, leaders, and sometimes even healers who touch lives in ways both big and small. Whether it is Blake sharing her serene home, or Justin showing strength and vulnerability, or Taylor turning heartbreak into anthems, or Rihanna building inclusive empires, or Zendaya reminding us of individuality, or Shah Rukh proving that dreams know no boundaries. The tapestry of fame is woven with threads of inspiration, resilience, creativity, and love. And speaking of dreams, knowing no boundaries, we cannot forget the remarkable journey of Jennifer Lopez, who rose from the Bronx to become a singer, actress, dancer, and entrepreneur. Admired across the globe, her story is a lesson in persistence, as she began as a dancer on television before breaking into film with roles that proved her versatility, and then exploding onto the music scene with infectious energy, blending Latin influences with pop and R&B to create a sound that celebrated her roots while resonating universally. Her career has been a series of reinventions, but through it all, she has remained a figure of resilience, family values, and self-belief. Her fashion moments, from the unforgettable green Versace dress that inspired Google images to her modern-day red carpet elegance, have cemented her as a style legend, and her philanthropic work supporting education and disaster relief show a heart as bright as her star power. She also demonstrates that age is no limit to creativity, as she continues to headline shows and projects, proving that passion has no expiration. And just as J.Lo represents the heights of entertainment, we see similar energy in global stars like K-pop group BTS, whose rise from a small company in South Korea to becoming the biggest boy band in the world illustrates the incredible power of perseverance, teamwork, and fan dedication. Their music, which blends pop, hip-hop, and messages of self-love, has touched millions. Their concerts fill stadiums worldwide, their fashion collaborations push trends, and their charity work, including donations to UNICEF campaigns, show a commitment to giving back. Their fans, known as ARMY, are not just followers but a family united by music and purpose. And the bond between BTS and their fans is one of the most extraordinary in celebrity culture, showing that fame is not just about being admired, but about creating a global community. And from BTS, we move to another force of creativity, Beyoncé, whose name is synonymous with excellence. She began as part of Destiny's Child, dominating the charts with empowering anthems before carving out a solo career that redefined what it means to be an entertainer. Her performances are legendary, combining flawless vocals with choreography and storytelling that feels like a spiritual experience. She has become a fashion and cultural icon, inspiring generations through her artistry, her business ventures, and her philanthropy, supporting education and disaster relief. And with Jay-Z, she represents a power couple that has turned challenges into triumphs, always showing the importance of family and growth. Her artistry is not just entertainment, it is history being written in real time. And similarly, Adele has touched the world with her voice that feels both powerful and intimate. Her journey from a modest upbringing in Tottenham, London, to becoming one of the best-selling artists of all time is proof that authenticity never goes out of style. Her ballads of love, heartbreak, and healing resonate deeply because they come from a place of truth and vulnerability, and fans cherish her not only for her music but also for her humor, humility, and relatability. Her decision to step away from the spotlight at times to focus on personal growth and family showed courage and balance, reminding us that celebrities too need to nurture themselves in order to shine bright again. Her comeback moments have always been breathtaking, demonstrating that absence can indeed make the heart grow fonder. And as we weave through these stories, we cannot forget Will Smith, whose career has spanned decades. From Fresh Prince charm to blockbuster films to motivational speaking, he embodies reinvention, resilience, and charisma. And while controversies have tested him, he continues to embrace growth, healing, and accountability, showing that even in challenges, there can be redemption and lessons to share with the world. His ability to connect with fans across generations makes him a unique figure in celebrity culture. And when we talk about unique figures in celebrity culture, we must pause on Leonardo DiCaprio, whose journey from child actor in television roles to Oscar-winning global icon is a testament to persistence, craft, and an unwavering commitment to storytelling. His performances from Titanic to Inception to The Revenant have defined eras of cinema. And yet what makes him stand out is not only his talent, but also his deep dedication to environmental causes. He has used his fame as a megaphone for climate action, speaking at the United Nations, producing documentaries and funding initiatives to protect the planet. His fashion sense remains understated but classic always, reflecting his grounded nature, while his lifestyle choices often emphasize sustainability, which makes his influence extend far beyond Hollywood. And in contrast, we have Lady Gaga, whose career has been a colorful explosion of reinvention, empowerment, and pure artistry from the days of Poker Face and her unforgettable meat dress that challenged norms to her Oscar-winning role in A Star, is Born Gaga has shown the courage to be unapologetically herself, and in doing so, she gave fans permission to do the same, her little monsters as her fans are called. See her not only as a performer but as a guiding light for self-expression, inclusivity, and love. Her philanthropic work through the Born This Way Foundation has supported mental health, awareness, and youth empowerment, proving that behind the dazzling costumes is a heart devoted to change. And when we shift from Gaga to someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, we are reminded that the celebrity world is not confined to movies and music, but stretches into sports where figures like Ronaldo transcend athletic achievement to become cultural icons. His rise from a modest upbringing in Madeira, Portugal, to the pinnacle of world football, with Champions League titles, world records, and an unmatched work ethic, has made him a living legend. His fashion choices, his endorsements, his business ventures, and his philanthropic efforts supporting hospitals and children in need illustrate how an athlete can transform into a global brand. And yet at his core, fans admire him for his relentless discipline and drive to always be better, mirrored by Lionel Messi, whose quieter style has captivated equally, if not more, showing that greatness comes in many forms. And as we glide from football to the world of fashion, we find ourselves thinking about icons like Gigi Hadid and Bella Hadid, whose modeling careers have reshaped what it means to be a supermodel in the digital age, balancing magazine covers and runway shows with advocacy for causes close to their hearts. They represent a generation of models who are not only faces of campaigns but also voices for change, standing up for inclusivity, body positivity, and mental health awareness, and their ability to connect with fans on social media while dazzling on international runways keeps them relatable while also aspirational. And then there is Selena Gomez, whose journey has been one of music, acting, business, and personal strength. Her early fame with Disney was only the beginning, as she launched a music career that gave the world heartfelt pop anthems and then moved into producing impactful projects like 13 Reasons Why, while also creating Rare Beauty, a makeup line celebrated not only for its quality but for its message of self-acceptance and mental health support. Selena has been open about her struggles with health and personal challenges, and her honesty has turned her into a symbol of courage. Her fashion is elegant yet approachable. Her charity work is tireless, and her bond with fans is one of genuine connection and love. She is proof that vulnerability can be a superpower, and her story inspires millions. And as Selena Gomez shows us how vulnerability can be transformed into strength, we are reminded of Demi Lovato, whose career has been equally marked by talent and resilience. Rising from Disney beginnings to becoming a powerhouse vocalist, Demi has used music as a form of healing and storytelling, addressing themes of struggle, recovery, empowerment, and hope. Their fashion choices are bold statements of individuality. Their performances raw and electrifying, and their openness about challenges has created a bridge of empathy between star and fan making. Demi, not just an entertainer, but a beacon of survival and growth. And then we turn to someone like Drake, who has built an empire in music, starting from acting in Canada to becoming one of the most streamed artists in the world. His journey illustrates ambition, strategy, and a knack for reinvention, blending rap, R&B, and pop to dominate charts for over a decade. His fashion collaborations, his record label, his business ventures show an artist who understands the evolving nature of fame, and his connection with fans through relatable lyrics and engaging performances makes him a household name worldwide. And if Drake represents calculated consistency, then someone like Billie Eilish represents disruption and innovation, breaking into the industry as a teenager. With a unique sound and aesthetic, Billie redefined what pop stardom looks like. Her oversized outfits, her haunting lyrics, her refusal to conform to expectations made her a voice of a generation that values authenticity above all else. She and her brother Phineas crafted music from their bedroom that ended up winning Grammys and Oscar Gold, and her bond with fans is profound because she shows that it is okay to be different and that being yourself is the ultimate power. Her charity work around climate awareness and body positivity continues to expand her influence. And while Billie speaks to the younger generation, icons like Madonna remind us of the blueprint of reinvention across decades. Madonna turned pop into a stage for constant transformation, using fashion controversy and creativity to remain relevant through generations. Her charity work in Malawi, her bold statements, and her willingness to take risks have made her not just a singer, but a cultural phenomenon, paving the way for many who came after. And if Madonna is the queen of reinvention, then David Beckham is the king of crossover from football fields, where he became one of the most recognizable athletes in history, to fashion campaigns, business ventures, and philanthropic endeavors. Beckham illustrates how a celebrity can transcend sport to become a lifestyle brand. Yet what makes him truly admired is his dedication to family, often spotlighting his role as a father and husband, which resonates deeply with fans who see beyond the glamour to the humanity beneath. And next, we glide to Angelina Jolie, whose career has been as dazzling as her humanitarian work, from Oscar-winning performances to blockbuster action roles. She has also become a global advocate for refugees, serving as a UN Special Envoy and dedicating her platform to amplify the voices of those in need. Her fashion choices on the red carpet are timeless and powerful, yet it is her compassion and global perspective that define her legacy. And alongside her, we have Brad Pitt, whose career has spanned decades with iconic roles in films that range from action to thought-provoking dramas. His charm, his evolution as an actor, and his charity work through rebuilding communities after disasters all highlight the many facets of his star power together. And individually, they show how celebrities can merge artistry with advocacy, shaping the world both on-screen and off-screen. And as we reflect on the timeless presence of Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, we cannot overlook the enduring brilliance of Meryl Streep, whose career has become the very definition of acting excellence with a record number of Oscar nominations. She has portrayed characters with such depth and authenticity that audiences across generations feel as though they truly know the people she embodies. Her fashion sense is always elegant, understated, and sophisticated, reflecting her confidence and focus on artistry over spectacle, and her advocacy for women in film and equal representation has made her a mentor and role model for countless aspiring actors. And then there is Denzel Washington, whose commanding presence has brought unforgettable performances to the screen, from Training Day to Fences. He has become a symbol of gravitas and integrity, admired not only for his craft, but for his philanthropy supporting education and community initiatives. His speeches often go viral because they are filled with wisdom, humility, and faith, showing that celebrities can inspire not just through entertainment, but through words of guidance. And then we transition to Robert Downey Jr., whose career embodies the idea of comeback. Like few others, once struggling with personal challenges, he rose to reinvent himself and eventually became the face of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Iron Man, inspiring fans with his story of redemption, resilience, and creativity. His humor, charm, and style have made him beloved, while his journey reminds us that it is never too late to write a new chapter. And speaking of Marvel, we must mention Chadwick Boseman, whose portrayal of Black Panther was more than just a role. It was a cultural milestone, inspiring millions with the message of strength, pride, and unity. His passing was a heartbreaking loss, but his legacy continues to live on in every fan who found courage through his work. His off-screen humility, kindness, and advocacy made him a true hero, both in film and in life. And when we speak of global icons, we cannot forget Priyanka Chopra, who journeyed from winning Miss World to conquering Bollywood and then crossing over to Hollywood. Her career is a shining example of how talent and determination can transcend borders. She has taken on roles in film and television, while also producing projects that bring diverse voices to the forefront. Her marriage to Nick Jonas created a cultural bridge between worlds, and together they have become a power couple, admired for their artistry, philanthropy, and openness to share their journey with fans. Her fashion choices, whether on red carpets or at global galas, continue to set trends, while her charity work with UNICEF highlights her commitment to creating lasting change. And from India, we turn to Nigeria, where Burna Boy has risen to put Afrobeats on the global stage, blending traditional African sounds with modern rhythms to create a music movement that now influences charts. Worldwide, his performances are electric. His fashion celebrates heritage and individuality, and his pride in his roots makes him not just an entertainer but a cultural ambassador, inspiring young artists across Africa and beyond. And just as Burna Boy represents the global rise of Afrobeats, we see the incredible impact of Shakira, whose career has spanned decades, blending Latin rhythms with pop sensibilities to create hits that transcend language barriers. Her electrifying performances, from the Super Bowl halftime show to global tours, remind us that music is a universal language, while her philanthropic efforts through the Barefoot Foundation, providing education for children in Colombia, highlight her dedication to giving back. Her style has evolved from bohemian rock influences to glamorous stage ensembles, but always authentic to her spirit. And similarly, we celebrate Enrique Iglesias, who has carried the Latin pop flag for years, charming audiences with his voice charisma and heartfelt ballads. His humility, despite global fame, makes him a favorite among fans across cultures. And speaking of global favorites, Ed Sheeran's journey from street performances in England to selling out stadiums worldwide is a modern fairy tale of talent and persistence. His storytelling through music resonates deeply because it feels personal. His style is simple, his presence unpretentious, and his charity efforts supporting hospitals and children's causes reflect. His genuine nature, his bond with fans, is almost like that of a friend whose songs accompany every chapter of their lives. And then we have Ariana Grande, whose powerhouse vocals and signature style have made her one of the defining pop stars of her era, rising from Nickelodeon shows to global stages. She has turned personal challenges into fuel for artistry. Her concerts are dazzling yet intimate, and her philanthropy, especially in response to tragedies, shows a heart that beats for her. Fans, she has become a fashion icon with her high ponytail and glamorous outfits inspiring millions while encouraging self-love and resilience. And as we move from music to film again, we encounter Keanu Reeves, whose reputation as the internet's favorite humble star proves that kindness is perhaps the greatest celebrity trait. His career from The Matrix to John Wick has defined action cinema. Yet off-screen, his generosity, humility, and quiet support for crew members, charities, and everyday strangers has elevated him to near mythic admiration. Fans cherish him because he proves that greatness can be paired with gentleness, and that true influence comes from how you treat others. And then we remember Oprah Winfrey, whose life story is one of the most inspiring in celebrity history, rising from poverty and adversity to becoming one of the most influential media moguls in the world. Her talk show changed television. Her philanthropy from schools in Africa to countless charitable initiatives changed lives, and her ability to connect with audiences through empathy, wisdom, and authenticity created a legacy that transcends fame. Her fashion, her presence, and her words all carry power, reminding us that celebrities at their best can be guiding lights for millions. And when we pivot to another industry, titan like Elton John, we see decades of music brilliance combined with activism for AIDS awareness. His flamboyant costumes, his timeless ballads, and his fearless individuality have made him a legend. His farewell tours are celebrations of a career that not only entertained but changed lives, and his foundation work continues to save millions, proving that the mark of a true celebrity lies not just in records sold, but in lives touched. Whether you love music, film, fashion, or sports, this video offers a deep dive into the lives of the stars who continue to shape culture and motivate fans everywhere. Like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring celebrity stories and documentary-style insights.